Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Hi. Good afternoon. How are you? How are you doing? It's the second day of December. I know, I can't believe it either. My goodness. But today I thought I'd sit down right in front of the Christmas tree and we would go over some holiday movies that you should watch. And so I have a bunch of different Christmas movies that I really like to watch every year. So I thought, why not put it in the beginning of Vlogmas? So if you guys want to watch them, then you guys have about like 20 days to watch them. So I wrote down a whole list and we're going to discuss. I'm going to start out with my all-time favorite movies that I try to watch every single Christmas, and sometimes I watch them even when it's not Christmas because I just love the movie so much. So first, one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies is Christmas with the Cranks. Whenever I talk about it, no one ever has seen it. So if you guys have seen it, please let me know, because every single time I bring it up, no one ever knows what I'm talking about. So basically, it's this couple, Mr. and Mrs. Crank, and that's their last name, and their daughter is not coming home for Christmas. And they're huge Christmas people. They have a huge blowout party every single year, super involved in the community and Christmas and everything. But their daughter's not coming this year. So they're like, you know what? Let's skip Christmas. And so it's a whole movie about them skipping Christmas, and then their neighbors are in an uproar for skipping Christmas. And as you can see in the poster, they're the only one who didn't decorate. They get a call from their daughter and like, oh, hey, actually, you know what? I am going to come home for Christmas. And then they're like, what? And then they have to scramble around to try to create a Christmas for her. It's really good. It's with Tim Allen. You've probably seen him in the Santa Claus movies. Same guy, but it's super funny. No, it's a kind of a movie that grows on you. Like the first couple of times my dad watched it, he hated it. But now it's one of his favorites. So it just like, I guess needs time to grow on you, but I've always loved it. So, I mean, watch it and see. One of my all-time favorites. Super funny. Second movie that I feel like everyone already knows, but I'm going to mention it anyway. It's Elf. It's just really fun and magical, and I really like it. And I'm sure you guys have seen it, so I'm not going to go into it. But Elf t-shirts. I get one every single Christmas, and they actually, my dad's pretty much bought every single Elf t-shirt out there. So he had to switch to different films because I already have all the Elf shirts. These are in order, but like they're not in order, if that makes sense. They're all my favorites. I'm just listing them. Another movie that I feel like probably everyone has seen, but I'm going to mention it anyway, is Love Actually. That's a great movie. It is so good, especially like the last like 40 minutes. I really like movies and TV shows that feature a bunch of different storylines, but then they're like all interconnected. I'm sure all of you have seen it, but I feel like I had to mention it. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. It's so good. And this song, doom, 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 doom.
You know I love Christmas, I always will. My mind's made up the way that I feel. There's no beginning, there'll be no end. 'Cause on Christmas, you can't give in.
Great soundtrack. Great soundtrack. Another Christmas movie that's one of my all-time favorite movies is Eloise at Christmas Time. So again, I've mentioned this to a couple people and they didn't know what it was. So Eloise at Christmas Time is a book and they turned it into a movie. So the first movie is Eloise at the Plaza, and then they did a Christmas movie, which is Eloise at Christmas Time. So it's about Eloise, and she lives in the Plaza Hotel in New York, and it's basically all her adventures as, I think she's 6, in the Plaza Hotel, and it's so good, and I've watched it since childhood, and I still love the movie. It is so funny to me. If you guys watch the movie, there is this scene where she goes Christmas shopping and they tally up her gifts, and she had like over 100 gifts, and I always wanted to do that. Speaking of Tim Allen, we're gonna go back to the Santa Clauses. Claus 1, 2, and 3. So there's 3 different movies. I've seen them, oh my god, so many times. The third one is my favorite. If you would like to know, with Jack Frost. I just really like that one. And I do know that they have their own series now, I think. I have not seen it yet. No spoilers. But I love those movies, and they're super fun. And it's about this guy who becomes Santa Claus, and he was not supposed to be Santa Claus, but he became Santa Claus anyway. I'm sure you guys have seen it, so you can look up the description if you haven't, but that's a great movie. Another movie that I absolutely love since childhood is Unaccompanied Minors. And I feel like, again, no one has heard of this movie because whenever I bring it up, no one knows what I'm talking about. But it's basically these kids underage who are traveling for the holidays. So they're in the airport, and since they're underage, they have to be accompanied by an adult. So their parents aren't with them, so they have to from the airport, like, be with them. So basically they put all of these kids who are unaccompanied minors in this room while they wait for their flights, and it's just like a bunch of mischief and them trying to get home for Christmas, and it's so fun to note because I was a kid, so I didn't know who like these people were in it, but Kelly from The Office is in it, and William, guy from the 70s show who plays Fez, he's in it. So they have some actually pretty big names in it. Speaking of a movie that I watch throughout the whole entire year, doesn't matter if it's Christmas or not, I will watch it, is Bad Moms Christmas. Now this again is, they had a first movie called Bad Moms, and this is their second one, so Bad Moms Christmas, so at Christmas time, and this is with their own mothers. So they decide, in the first movie they're going to be bad moms, and kind of do whatever they want parenting wise, I guess. But it's interesting because this one, it has the bad moms, so you kind of see how they grew up and stuff. It's really funny. It's more raunchy than normal Christmas movies, so beware. But it's super funny, and I really like that movie. And it has a great cast, so you should definitely check that out. And then the last of my all-time favorite Christmas movies is actually called The Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. So this is also a movie I would watch any time of the year. It doesn't have to be Christmas time. So it's about this woman who goes to the doctor, and she finds out that she is dying and she only has a couple weeks to live. So she decides that she is gonna go to a place she's always wanted to go, spend all her money before she passes. So it's this very fancy resort with these very fancy people, and she just takes the whole resort by storm, and all these people are like, what is she doing? But she's just like having the best time of her life because she's like, I'm gonna pass away, I'm gonna do everything I want to do. And it sounds sad, but it's not a sad movie at all. I'm not gonna tell you anything else because I don't want to ruin it, but that's a great movie, and there is a love interest as well, so he's really cute. as well. So yeah, those are some of my all-time favorite Christmas movies that I highly recommend if you're gonna watch any of them to watch those. Some of the other Christmas movies that I like that but aren't like my all-time favorite movies is Holiday in Handcuffs. It came out, oh my goodness, a long time ago on ABC Family, maybe 25 Days of Christmas, something like that. I guess it's not ABC Family anymore, it's Freeform. It's about this woman who's supposed to bring a guy home for the holidays, and he said no, and basically, I guess, stood her up. So instead of just telling her family, like, hey, you know, like, me and this guy are no longer together, she decides to kidnap a guy and force her to be her boyfriend in front of her family for Christmas. It's with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's Sabrina from the Teenage Witch, and it's Mario Lopez. Another movie, also I think ABC Family, is Snow Globe. Oh my god, I loved this movie when it first came out. It's basically where this girl, she gets a snow globe, and she basically gets put into the snow globe, and she gets like her perfect life in the snow globe. And it's basically, you know, what does she want? Does she want like this perfect life in the snow globe with the perfect people, perfect town? Or does she want like her real life with some other people? You know, so that's also a really cute movie. Another one of my old favorites was Deck the Halls. I feel like probably you've seen this, maybe not, but I feel like it was a pretty popular movie. Basically, it's two neighbors and they're doing a house decorating competition, and they're trying to outdo each other. So who can have the most festive house, the most lights, and they just go back and forth and back and forth. Danny DeVito, so you know, he's a lot of fun. The last one of my old favorites, which I feel like everybody knows, but I'm gonna mention it, is Home Alone. So my favorite specifically is the Home Alone Lost in New York, where he's at the hotel, and I just love that. Well, I love New York. I loved that movie growing up, where he's in the hotel room and they're like, oh, I think it's just a kid by himself, and he has like his whole scene. Super funny. That one is my favorite. Lastly, here are some newer Christmas movies that have come out in the past couple of years that I've watched that I think are really cute, and you should give them a try if you haven't seen them already. So the first one is Love Hard, and it's with Nina Dobrev from The Vampire Diaries, and we know we love The Vampire Diaries around here. So it's about Nina, I don't know her name in the movie. So basically, it's about this woman who has been talking to this guy online, falling in love with him. So she decides to surprise him for Christmas. And so she gets there and realizes that the guy that she's been falling in love with is a completely different guy than all the pictures he sent her. So he's been catfishing her. And basically, it's her spending Christmas with the guy who's catfishing her. Super cute. I really, really liked it. I think it came out last year. I've only seen it once. But I loved it. It was so cute. And also, again, Nina Dobrev, we love. Her new movie is called Single All the Way. I think I talked about this in Vlogmas last year or the year before it came out. And I remember loving it. And I've only seen it once, but I do remember loving it because they play My Only Wish This Year by Britney Spears, which is one of my all-time favorite Christmas songs. And I think they did like a whole dance number to it. So I was like, from then I was like sold. Basically like a friends to lover movie. My great friend is so cute. Why didn't I see this? So it's like a friends to lover movie, and it's with the guy from Ugly Betty, if you guys watch that. The next movie is called The Holiday, which it's a Christmas movie, but it's also every other holiday movie. It's about these two people who come together to be each other's dates for every holiday. So they don't have to be alone for the holidays and people don't have to ask them questions. So it's for Christmas, but it's also like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, like all the holidays with Emma Roberts. I actually forgot about this movie until I saw it online the other day. I've only seen it once, but it is called Noelle, and it's with Anna Kendrick. And from what I can remember, is I think her brother is Santa Claus. Again, I've only seen it once, but I think she's Santa's younger sister. And Santa is like, no, you know what, I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to be Santa anymore. So she has to go and find him and try to like save Christmas. So I remember it being really cute. I don't remember much else about it, but I remember liking it, if that's helpful. The last one, I think it came out last year, is called Your Christmas or Mine. And it's with the guy from Sex Education. And it's super cute. It's about this couple. They go separate ways for Christmas. But then they each get on their train to go home for Christmas. But then they each realize, you know what? I want to spend Christmas with my girlfriend. I want to spend Christmas with my boyfriend. So they each run to the other train to surprise the other person and be like, hey, I'm going to spend Christmas with you and your family. The thing is they both ended up doing that. So he goes to her family's house. She goes to his family's house. And they get there, and let's just say they did not tell each other everything. Their families don't know that they're dating each other, so they have to pretend to be random people in their lives, and it's really cute. And actually, I'm also mentioning this because I heard that there's a second one coming out, I think on the 8th, so pretty soon. I think it's the 8th. If it's not, let me put the date here. But yeah, I think it's coming out soon, the second one. So they're doing like a spin-off to the movie. I'm not sure exactly what it's about. And I wanted to make sure that you guys got this at the beginning of Vlogmas. So if you guys want to watch any, you'll have plenty of time to watch them. Those are my favorite Christmas movies or Christmas movies that I think that maybe you should watch or try. And if you have seen them, what do you think? Let me know. What is your favorite Christmas movie? What are you watching for December? Let me know. Is there something that I should be watching? Also, let me know below. I've linked below my Spotify playlist, so you can go and see like my Spotify, just in general. It's linked in my bio, but I'm going to link it down below too. But I have specifically a Christmas playlist with some of my favorite Christmas songs. And I think there's a bunch of brand new Christmas songs actually that have made it to the list this year, including Meghan Trainor and Jimmy Fallon released a Christmas song together. And I love it. I've been listening to it so much, and it's been stuck in my head for days. So you should definitely go listen to that. So you can also click the link down in the bio if you want to listen to some of my favorite Christmas songs. This playlist below, some of my favorite songs. But I just saw on Spotify that they have the rap. So we're going to go through it and let's see what my songs are. So I'm going to put it on here. Let's see. I listen to 40 different genres. Wow. My genres: pop, indie pop, movie tunes, Gen Z singer-songwriter, and adult standards. I played 854 different songs in 2023. My top song was Love Flew Away by Loewe and Adam McCollar. Played it 55 times. These are my top 5 songs. Love Flew Away, Strangers in the Night, You're So Pretty, Love, and Jay's Lullaby, Darling, I'd Wait for You. I listened to 9,449 minutes of music this year, 575 different artists this year, and it's Loive. She's my favorite right now, as you can tell. I'm in the top 2% of her fans. For my top artists, it's Loive, Meghan Trainor, Olivia Rodrigo, Michael Bublé, and Peggy. I'm actually surprised about Olivia Rodrigo and Peggy. I wasn't expecting that. Taylor Swift. Guess what my music personality is?
Indie.
Vampire. When it comes to your listening, you like to embrace a little ... darkness. I'm not surprised with vampire. I get vampire a lot, and I do a lot of impressions of a vampire, so I'm not mad. That is all that I have for today. Oh, I told you guys yesterday, I'm kind of nervous about filming every day because, I have to work, and then I have to film, then I have to edit to get everything out on time. Very stressful. It gives me anxiety to do it, but I really want to. And it's been my goal for the past 2 years, and I just haven't reached it. So I'm really trying to this year. But so today, that's all we're gonna have is the Christmas movies and Christmas playlist. And then I will see you guys tomorrow because all I'm doing the rest of the night is editing this for you. So, that you guys have had an amazing second day of Vlogmas, second day of December, if you will. And I hope that you guys are just having the best time, and let me know, what are your Christmas plans? What should be my Christmas plans? I have some things kind of planned, not really planned, like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna hope that it works. But I have some things I want to do over Christmas. But if there's something you want to see me do, let me know below so I can make sure to try to do that before Vlogmas is up. I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of the day or end of your day. And I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 3. Bye. See you tomorrow.